Are you looking to dramatically increase your click-through rates and make your links more memorable? I'm going to show you why custom short domains are a smart move for your brand and how you can start using them to improve your marketing efforts. Trust me, you'll want to stick around for this one. I'm Pallen, a brand strategist. Welcome to my channel where I promise practical advice to build your brand. Today we're diving into a straightforward strategy that can give your online presence a serious upgrade: custom short domains. They're not just about making links look good, although they do that. Custom short domains can significantly impact your click-through rates and help reinforce your brand in every link that you share. Let's start with the basics. What exactly is a custom short domain? Essentially, it's a branded URL shortener. Instead of using generic links like bit.ly or tiny URL, you create a short domain that's personalized for your brand. For example, instead of sharing a link that is bit.ly/xyz123, you can share something like yourbrand.com/offer. See the difference? But it's not all about appearances. A custom short domain builds trust and credibility with your audience. When someone sees a link with your brand name, they're more likely to click on it. And let's be real, click-through rates are everything when it comes to driving traffic and conversions. And by using shortened domains, me, the content creator, I can recall the URLs by memory. For example, philp.al/tryexpress is my Adobe Express affiliate link, and philp.al/126, that's the beginning of the address of one of my rental properties near Disney World, and that's the link to go to the listing. One study even found that branded URLs can increase click-through rates by up to 34%. Let's dive in and take a look together. This stat from Social Media Examiner, which by the way has a great article that dives into this topic in more detail. I'll link to it in the description below. And more research shows this from Rebrandly, that branded links can achieve up to 39% more clicks compared to their generic counterparts. So the conclusion here was drawn from two extensive experiments. The first experiment, over 1 billion clicks were analyzed, revealing that links with custom domains consistently receive more clicks. And in a second experiment, two identical Twitter ads, one with a branded link and the other with a generic short URL, were tested, confirming that the branded URL resulted in higher click-through rates. I'll link to this article in the description as well below. These findings underscore the value of using branded links to boost engagement. So by now, hopefully you know why custom short domains are important. Let's talk about how to find one and then set it up. The first step is choosing the right domain name. It should be short, memorable, closely aligned with your brand. On screen, I'm showing you the resource I use when I do this for myself or for my clients. This is the Wikipedia page that lists all the TLD's top-level domains. And I bet there are some here that you didn't even know was actually a domain, like this .camp or .car or .cards. Keep in mind, some of these domains actually have limitations. You may need to live or have a registered business in a particular country. So don't get too excited. Just when you see it, you have to check that it's available, and you need to check that you have the ability to actually use that domain outside of a particular country or particular organization. For example, .edu can only be used by an educational institution, at least the last time I checked. Again, this Wikipedia page will answer a lot of the questions you might have and hopefully give you some ideas on how you can start to think about getting creative with your top-level domain. I've used both Estate and .expert for client projects before. Next, you'll need to register your chosen domain. Services like GoDaddy, shown on screen, or Namecheap make it real easy to find and purchase available domains. Let's see if this one is available, philpallen.pizza. It certainly is. And you might need to spend some time doing a little bit of searching to find one that is an exact match. I don't actually use that domain, but I do use this one, philp.al. which I believe is a top-level domain in Algeria, or maybe it's Albania. But as you can see, I've been using this since 2015, so almost a decade. Once you've got that new domain, you'll connect it to your URL shortening service. In my case, I use bit.ly. Bit.ly is one of the most popular options that supports custom domains. You can also check out a tool like Rebrandly, which I've used for client projects because it's slightly more affordable. Regardless of which option you use, you'll link your custom domain to your account, and just like that, when you go to create a domain, you'll have the option to create it using your custom shortened domain, just like that. From here, sky is the limit. Start by creating short links for your most popular content. Think landing pages, email signups, and social media posts. You'll quickly see how much more polished and professional your links look, not to mention the potential increase in clicks. I use my custom domains for everything. Here you can see links that I've already shortened to include in the description of this video. Now, I won't necessarily customize the back half of every single link that I create. I don't think that's especially important. especially if it's just an external link that's not my own website. But you will see that I will customize that back half anytime that I'm mentioning this link in a YouTube video, particularly affiliate links or even from the stage. This was a link to some slides from a presentation I did recently. It's just incredibly helpful to be able to shorten this to something memorable that I can remember. And if we click over here to analytics, this is one of my favorite parts of using a shortened link. It's not just for memorability, but it's also, you can see here, proven. In the last 90 days, I've had almost 7,000 clicks on my shortened links. And by shortening this, I can track it, which is especially helpful when I'm working with brands, even get a breakdown of countries and demographics. Very, very useful, and that's another added benefit. Finally, don't be afraid to get creative with your short links. Use them in call to action buttons as part of promotional campaigns, or even use them as QR codes for easy sharing. The more you integrate your custom domain into your marketing, the more your audience will recognize it and trust it. I am such a big believer in this practice. I've made podcast episodes about it. I've got a blog post on my website that has done very, very well teaching you all the details about this with Julie from PaleoMG as an example. So if you're wanting to learn more, I definitely recommend checking out this blog post, which I'll link to in the description below. It'll give you the steps on exactly how to do this, similar to what I've covered in this video, but I go into a little bit more detail, so you can check this out for yourself. Linked in the description below, along with all the other resources that I've called out. To sum it up, custom short domains are more than just a vanity project. They're a powerful tool to enhance your brand's online presence and drive more clicks to your content. Whether you're a small business owner, a content creator, a marketer, this strategy is one that you cannot overlook. I've linked to some of the useful stuff related to what we've covered today in the description below. Go ahead and check it out. If you've got any lingering questions, comment below. Let's keep the conversation going on down there. I'll respond to those personally. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a like. That helps other people discover these videos, which we work hard to create for you. And subscribe for more of my videos on branding, positioning, building, and promoting your brand. Next, I'm sharing a few videos I think you'll be interested in. I'm Pallen. Thanks for watching. Those coming up next.